Hi everyone, and welcome back to Fully Playable Games. So in today's video we're going to be doing another random pickups video. I have got stuff that I've picked up from eBay, Amazon, actually the Entertainer as well, and I've even got something that I picked up from AliExpress. So let's dive straight in and see what the first pickup is going to be. And this is going to be a console that I've picked up from eBay. And it is a bit of a follow-up to a recent video. It is an Atari 2600 Junior. Now, the reason that I picked this up, because obviously we picked up the wooden Atari 2600 from Dan at the boot fair. Picked this one up because it's actually got the AV mod on it. But there is a bit of an issue with it. It doesn't output properly to the screen, so I've got to have a bit of a look into it. It was the seller did say that in the listing, that's why I ended up getting it for the price that I did. It come with power cable, the AV cables, and a joystick as well. So yeah, I am going to crack it open, have a look, see if I can sort out. It's probably just a dodgy solder joint or something along the line. So yeah, do a bit more research into that, get that all up and running, and then I can use this for capturing game footage. Paid £24.48 for it. On average, in working conditions, these will sell for about £50 on eBay. So yeah, not too displeased there. Right, where am I? There we go. So next up, I've got a couple of VHSs. Now, recently on my resale channel, I actually picked up a storage unit filled with VHSs, and at the time of recording this, I've literally just scratched the surface of the VHSs that are in now. I think there was over 2,500 VHSs in this storage unit. And as I was loading the car up, I've seen 3 VHSs that I wanted to keep for myself and add into the collection. The first one was Voltron, Defender of the Universe. This is volume 1 of the original anime series. I think it's got 2 episodes on it. And actually, if I pull it out, it also includes a little video card as well. So that is really good. So essentially it is complete as well. So yeah, really chuffed with that. It worked out with what I paid for the storage unit, collection costs and everything like that, that I've paid about 7p per VHS. So I've put a price of 7p on each of these VHSs. Looking it up online, the only listing that I can see is in the US, and I don't see that it's got PAL written on it anywhere, but all I can do is assume that it may even be a US VHS, so I'll have to have a look into that. But yeah, the only price I could see was for US listings. They go for about $15, which at the exchange rate at the time of filming is about £12.50. So yeah, I just sort of saw it in the collection that I picked up and decided to keep hold of it for myself. Another one that we've got is Robotech Volume 1, another anime series. I think, yeah, no, it is alright. I thought it was, the case was broke, but it's not. So yeah, Robotech, once again, another anime series in really good condition. This one goes for about £8 on eBay. And then the final one was an absolute 80s classic. I grew up watching it. Was Trapdoor, The Stupid Thing, and 11 Other Adventures. This one goes for about £10 on eBay. So yeah, I remember watching Trapdoor growing up, and just decided to keep hold of it. I will admit there were a couple more that we kept hold of. There was some that as soon as the wife saw them, they grabbed them. I mean, it was a couple of sooty DVDs, sooty VHS, sorry. I mean, a couple of Pink Panther ones as well. So she's kept hold of them. And yeah, so we'll add them in to the media shelf down the bottom there. Then next up, we've got something I actually picked up from the Entertainer. So I was in there looking for presents for people, and I will say this was actually picked up when I was doing Christmas shopping, so I've had it for a while now, and this is Starlink, the starter pack on PS4. Now I've already got the starter pack on the Nintendo Switch, which the reason I picked that one up is because it obviously comes with Star Fox. It's got very close branding to Star Fox, but I saw this, and I will say I was really impressed with the price of it. So brand new from the Entertainer, they were charging £5 for these, so I grabbed this one. I will admit I did look them up to see what they were selling for before I picked it up, because I'd have probably picked up a couple more and probably flipped them, but they're only selling for about £8 on eBay in this condition, so decided to just get this one for the collection, and then yeah, it was another one to take off. So I think now with the Starlink sort of bundles, the only one that I'm missing is the Xbox One version, and once again, if I come across it and it's cheap, then I'll pick it up. Otherwise, I'm not massively worried about adding it or not. Then we are going to get into the new games that I picked up. So I've got some from Amazon, some from Game, and yeah, we've got quite a few to go through. So the first one that we've got is Ghostbusters Spirit Unleashed. I picked this up, it's on the PS5, and I picked it up from Amazon. Paid £22.98, and it goes for about £25 in new condition on eBay. I originally picked it up thinking that it was a follow-on to the Ghostbusters, the video game. It's only after receiving it, had sort of a look on it, wasn't too sure, so looked it up online and actually sort of found out that it was completely different from what I thought it was. It's a bit like the Friday the 13th games and things like that. So yeah, don't know about this one, don't know whether it'll be one that I'll play or not, but yeah, I've got it in the collection now. I didn't see the point of sending it back. Then next up, we've got a game that I will 100% be playing because I've been desperate to get hold of it since it was released, and that is Dying Light 2 Stay Human. So I've played and completed the first Dying Light several times, absolutely loved that game, and yeah, been really looking forward to getting hold of this one. Haven't seen too much on this, I'll be honest. I've purposely avoided anyone talking about it online or anything like that, because I wanted to sort of see it for myself. So paid £30.90 for that one. Goes for about £31 on eBay, so yeah, paid about what it was going for. But yeah, really looking forward to playing that one. Then next up, we've got a couple of games that I picked up from Game. So I was walking around, just a lot of the time I go into Game and I will have a look just for anything that's sub £10 and dirt cheap really. And I've got two that look really interesting. So the first one is Lock's Quest on the PS4. So originally I thought this was a new title, because normally you get the battered cases. That obviously signifies that is not a pre-owned sticker. So yeah, I thought, well, I'll pick it up. I'll obviously get new and sealed once I get it. But yeah, once they went through, looked through, they then sort of sealed this case up. So I've got this marked down as a pre-owned now. Paid £3.98 for this, and then it goes for £3.50 at CEX, £9 on eBay. So yeah, it was something different. Thought I'd give it a go. Looks sort of like so it's isometric view, and yeah, a game that I'll give a go. Then next up, we've got another PS5 title. This one is brand new and sealed, and it is The Avengers. So I've been seeing a lot of people talking about this online, some good, some mostly bad, but I saw it was cheap, so that's why I decided to pick it up. Ended up paying £7.98 for it, and it goes for about £12 new on eBay. And yeah, so picked it up. I want to have a go at it. I know a lot of people don't like it, but I thought, you know what, I'll pick it up, give it a go, and then make my own opinion on it. Then we move back to Amazon for a couple of Switch games that I picked up. And the first one that I picked up is a bit of a continuation from the last random pickups video, and it is Cotton Fantasies. So I'm not too sure where this fits in with the reboot, whether it's before or after it, but yeah, I saw it on Amazon, obviously had the other one, so I thought I'd pick this one up as well. Paid $34.99 for this, and it sells for about £40 on eBay in new condition. And then the other Switch game that we picked up was actually one that was picked up for one of the aims for 2023, and it is new Pokemon Snap. So one of the aims that I said I had for this year was to get all of the Pokemon games on the Switch. So I had 5 that I was missing. New Pokemon Snap was one of them. So I've now got 4 left to get, and I'll make sure I pick them up over the course of the year. Paid $29.99 for that, and it goes for about £35 on eBay. Then next up, we're going to go into some GameCube bits. Another challenge that I've got for the year is to pick up all of the, to basically get a complete power set of GameCube games. And we've had a couple of videos where we've had some GameCube games go into the collection. I think if I remember rightly, we are at about 91 titles. I want to say, I can't remember off the top of my head. If I'm wrong, I'll put it somewhere on the screen. But I have got 4 more games to add to the collection. And the first one, and I will say all of these games are box complete. So that is one thing I am aiming for, is if I'm buying games individually, they have to be box complete. So I've got Worms Blast. Absolutely, I love the Worms games. This is not what I was expecting it to be. This is more like sort of Bobble Bobble, where you sort of fire the balls up from the bottom and sort of clear the space, really. Yeah, not what I was expecting. Thought it was going to be another of the sort of battle games, but there is a version of Worms like that on the GameCube, so that is still on the list to get. Actually got that in an auction. Won it for £7 and 4p with shipping. It goes for about £10 on CEX and normally goes for about £10 on eBay. Then next up, we've got a game that I've never actually heard of, but it's called Cell Damage. So it looks like sort of cell shaded, looks like a racing game actually. 10 psycho tunes tear it up in a wild and wacky drive 'em up adventure. Actually sounds really interesting, so probably look to give that a go quite soon. Paid £11 for this, goes for £6 on eBay, normally sells for about £12 on eBay, sorry, £6 at CEX, and it goes for about £12 on eBay. Once again, it is box complete as well. Then we get into some absolutely amazing games, and the first one that we've got is Mario Party 5. So this is the first Mario Party game that I've got on the GameCube. Obviously we've got, I think there's 4 Mario Parties on the GameCube. Got 4, 5, 6 and 7. 7 being, as far as I'm aware, the most expensive if you get it box complete with the microphone. I think that goes for between £150 and £200. But this one is box complete. It has got literally everything, all of the inserts that you can possibly get. Disc is in really good condition, and yeah, just really chuffed to have that in the collection. That one we paid $34.99 for. Goes for about £32 at CEX. Normally goes for about £50 in this condition on eBay. So got an absolutely stonking deal on that one. And then the final game for today, and actually I have missed something completely. I've got a bit too excited going through the games that I've actually missed something off, so I'll go through that after this. Next one we've got is Soul Calibur 2. So this was quite a unique game. We had 3 different versions of this game released. You had it on the GameCube, the Xbox and the PlayStation, and each of the three platforms had a different key character. So on the GameCube, you had Link from The Legend of Zelda as one of the playable characters. If I remember rightly, on the PlayStation, it was... there's a couple of different opinions on this, but I think it's one of the characters from Final Fantasy on the PlayStation. And then on the Xbox, because there was no sort of key character available on the Xbox, I think they went with Swarm. So yeah, each of the games have a unique character to play, and obviously because I was going through the GameCube collection, I decided to grab this. It's actually arrived the day before I filmed. No, the morning of. So yeah, it's arrived this morning. So I was luckily able to add it into the video. Paid £14.95, goes for £12 at CEX and about £15 on average on eBay. So yeah, that takes us up to, I think it's about 95 titles on the GameCube now. So we are getting there. We're over the 20% mark. We're now crawling towards the 25% mark, and yeah, just really looking forward to carrying on adding some amazing GameCube games to the collection. But with the GameCube in mind, I have also picked something else up. And this actually comes from AliExpress, and it's this. So you might think, what is that? I haven't got a clue. It is actually a mod chip and an SD card adapter for the GameCube. Now, I am not going to be fitting this to the two GameCubes that I've got. I've currently got the lilac and I've got the black. I think the only other ones that I need to get the silver, and I'd love to get an orange. But obviously the orange are Japan exclusive. So, but I am going to get another GameCube. I'm going to look for one that's sort of console only, because that's all I really need. I'm going to fit this to it. Reason for that is because some of the games that I'm going to be picking up on the GameCube are so expensive, I'm not really going to want to play them. So, for example, Pokemon XD, that is a £200 to £300 game, and I'll be honest, I will not want to play that. That will probably be one of the very few games that I will get a plastic sleeve to put it in, to just keep it protected. So I was thinking, with games like that, I wanted to get something where I could put the ROMs onto an SD card and play them without having to worry about doing damage to the discs. So yeah, I picked it up, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to get I'm going to buy a GameCube specifically for modding. Bit like what I've done with my N64, where I've got the one that I've put the expansion card in, and then I've also got the cartridge slot mod on as well. So yeah, that one is completely that's the modding console, and then I've got my original one, which has got the original sort of jumper pack in with the sticker on as well, so it's completely original, and I want to keep it that way. So yeah, I want to do the same with my Xbox, with my GameCube, sorry, and yeah, I'm going to buy one to specifically modify. So I actually paid, I was really happy with what I paid for this, and it comes super quick. So I think it was meant to be about 6 weeks delivery, and I think it arrived in about a week and a half. It's super quick arriving, so really chuffed with that. Paid £7.10 for this. Looking it up online on eBay, this same kit will go for about £20.50. So yeah, really chuffed, because what it does, and I've got one of my GameCubes here. So obviously you dismantle it and you put the mod onto the disk drive, so it actually goes onto the drive, not the motherboard. And then you've got this little slot down the bottom here, which the SD card reader sort of slots in there and actually covers it over, so the card gets put in sort of this side, and that's one of the things that I liked. I know that a lot of them you can get where you basically remove the CD drive and you load them direct in there, but I find that those ones are really expensive. I think just for the bit that goes into the top of the drive, you're looking about £70. So yeah, this one is a cheap alternative and actually keeps the disc drive functionality as well. So if I do decide that I want to play a game that is on disc, I can still do that. So yeah, that is all of the pickups for today. But let's quickly run through the totals. So total spend was £235.59. If we'd bought everything we could from CEX, which I think was only five things, we would have paid £60.50. But if we picked everything up from eBay, we'd be looking at £348. So yeah, a really, really good pickup there. Really chuffed with that. And yeah, so with that, that is going to wrap up today's video. But before you head off, if you did enjoy the video, don't forget to hit that like button. And if you're not already, smash that subscribe button and ring the bell to be kept up to date when I upload videos just like this. And yeah, with that said, thank you so much for watching today. Really hope you enjoyed the video. And I'll see you on the next one. All right, bye.